besides those two businesses in your production company?
I'm fortunate, man. I have a great family that supports me, and then I have a great base here in Houston, like an adopted family that also supports me. You know, I tell people all the time that you guys see the highs, because I don't show the lows. You know, so I mean, for a year, I stayed with somebody. For a whole year, you know, I was very fortunate. They didn't charge me rent. You know, they took care of me. They looked out for me because I quit my job to pursue full-time entrepreneurship. Then coronavirus happened, so my business was shattered. So now I couldn't afford the life that I was accustomed to. And somebody opened their door up to me for 366 days. On that 366 day, God blessed me to buy my own house. You know, so
a house, not an apartment.
Bro, I walked into buying my first house on that 366 day, man. But that was favor, man, and that was God, and it was just like, you know, when people, we have to be humble enough to accept help, you know, because I was there. I was an ego person. I was like, I'm a business owner. Like, I don't need help. I'm a boss every day of my life. But, you know, I had to be able to be humble and realize, like, I could have hustled it out, got a job, and been paying rent. But then that might not have led me to this journey here to walk into buying a house, you know. And it took me being humble, and it took somebody else being obedient to God to saying, open your door to Him. Me being humble and saying and being obedient and say, okay, go in this door. And on those days that my manhood felt tested, only in my mind, right? In my mind, I feel like, dang, you 30 plus years old, how you staying with somebody? You know, and I'm just grateful that they kept saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about giving us no money. Just stack your bread and get ready for your next move.
That's wonderful.
You know, so I'm very grateful, man.
So when you finally, thank God for that. So when you finally made that step to say, hey, man, I'm going to sacrifice my pay for my creativity, like what made you say, this is it?
Well, one, it was easy at the time because my creativity was making money. Two, I was feeling tugged. Like, I loved teaching, right? I would go back to teaching any day. I love teaching, but I couldn't. I just knew, like, once you learn to hear the voice of God and you know that God is truly speaking to you, you know, like God was telling me that season is over. You know, and I had some moments of regret, especially like when Corona first hit it and all my teacher friends was teaching at home. I was like, why this couldn't happen when I was teaching, you know? But, you know, it was a part of God's moment of showing me and telling me, like, hey, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to tell you what the promise is, right? I heard God's promise. But He didn't tell me the problems I would encounter along the way.
You're just saying, hey, go with the
So this is the problem, and just because you have problems doesn't mean that the promise changed. It just means that you have problems that you have to...
So during this process of working with you to get you to the 1989 Dreams production company, as I can see, you are doing highly well. So how do you think your faith inclined?
Man, I mean, like, you know, the cool thing is that, and I hate to, because I'm really not like the person that be like, oh, the Bible says.
Come on now, hey man, again, this is what's happening. TV, tell us.
But the Bible is so simple, man. It tells us that all we have to do is have faith the size of a mustard seed, right? So people think you have to have this incredible, gigantic, huge faith to get to the place that God brought me to, man. No, I just had faith the size of a mustard seed. I was able to see it, believe it, and if I can see it, the Bible also says He can do exceedingly abundantly above all I could ever ask or think. So if I could think it, He's going to do something bigger.
Man. Okay, maybe rechange my thoughts, you know what I'm saying, about myself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So